Oh yes guys, I told you that I'll be back. Okay, so if this is your first time clicking on this video to watch or being on this channel, my name is Niiayi, aka Ganubi. I'm a photographer, filmmaker, and also a drone pilot. And on this channel I promote Ghana to the world. I share things that are happening here in Ghana. I tell people stories about Ghana, and also people that are living in Ghana to share their Ghanaian experience, so that in case you are deciding to move to Africa, you choose Ghana and not any other African country. Anyway, there are also amazing other African countries you can go, but because I live in Ghana, I need to be your eye so that through my lens you can see the things that are happening here in Ghana. In this episode, I'm going to share with you one major thing that most of you have heard about, the Cape Coast Castle. And most often when we get people coming to Ghana to visit, especially our brothers from the other side, African Americans, when they come, most of them try to go to Cape Coast to learn more about the history and what they've heard and how, you know, their forefathers were being taken to America, you know, Europe and all that. If Harvey was here, he went there. People said we shouldn't call it castle, but we should call it dungeons because of the experience and things that is happening here. But please, I beg, don't come and attack me in the comment section that I should stop calling it castle. I've said it. Usher was in Ghana because of the Global Citizen Festival.
Thank you so much for an amazing night, Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, so much for having an amazing time with me here. Ladies and gentlemen, from Black Star Square at Central Park, Accra, make some noise for New York City.
To perform, you know, I was there. If I've talked about it in my previous video, you can check what happened there. I'll put the link in the description below and then watch. So he went there, and whilst he was performing on the stage, he had this message to share with the world.
The global superstar Usher said this on stage after visiting Cape Coast Castle.
I've spent some time here. I've actually been able to visit some of the harder sites and go some of the harder places and see the realities of what Ghana has offered history for us, black men who made it over to America. This history is so important for young boys and girls in America to understand the reality of what happened at Cape Coast, and the reality that has been the separation that has not allowed us to be able to recognize Africa as our home. In America, we can't necessarily see that bridge, but tonight, and since I've been here, I felt nothing but that love and that energy that said, welcome home. We accept you, we welcome you with open arms. Throughout the years that I've been able to be here, I've really enjoyed my time, but this time, something happened differently in my heart and in my mind. So much so, that I just want to take this time to celebrate you tonight. This concept that brings us together as we bridge this gap, as I said, from America to Africa.
So, you know, one thing about this Cape Coast Castle and all the forts in Ghana, you will never visit the place and come back the same person. I don't know if you are watching me and you've been there before. I want you to share with me your experience, what you felt after visiting the place, what you heard, how was it able to move you. Like, share your experience with me in the comment section. Let me know. Let's have some chats in the comment section. I have visited the place several times, you know, and I quite remember the time when I was young going there. It was fun for me. I saw it as an excursion. You know, I didn't really understand too many things. Like, you know, I was young, so the mind was a little bit not functioning well. I'm not saying I was mad. I mean, like, you know, we've not gotten to know a lot of things, so we saw it like just a normal fun time and then excursion, you know. But as I was growing, getting involved in YouTube, you know, meeting people from outside, African Americans coming here, getting to know our story, you know, and I started to understand things better. I think our schools have not really done a good job when it comes to our history and stories like this. The reason why I'm saying it, you know, back in the days, the way they tell a story, you don't really feel anything about the story. It's like there's no connection. You don't have any connection with the story, and it's being told in such a way that you get to know that, oh, this is what happened. But as to have that connection, as to how to feel what our forefathers went through, you know, in the hands of these Europeans and all that, that connection is not there when it comes to our education system. They don't really tell the story in the books. In the storybooks we read, we see them like a storybook, not history, proper history book. So I think that is one of the things that I wish could be changed, so that people will know their story, know their history, and then be able to know what they'll be able to connect with. Because if you don't know your story well, Charlie, you are getting lost, you know. All right, so Oshari went there. He was so emotionally, like from what he's saying, you could see that he really had a feel, you know. Sometimes it's different from how you hear about, oh, I've heard about the castle, the story, what went on there. But when you visit the place, you never come out the same again. You never come out as the same person again, because it's really heartbroken, you know. It's really heartbroken. Sometimes I try to ask myself this question: and what if slavery had not happened? How would the world be like? I don't know. If you have the answer, you can comment in the comment section. Let me know. So Usher shared this, and it was lovely message. I love the fact that he was able to come to Ghana, visit the place, and also voice out from his heart, his experience, and also the concept. The event that happened was such a huge one, and I love the fact that it really impacted Ghana. A lot of Ghanaians have been employed, like were employed on a job. People got involved. Majority, you could see a whole lot of Ghanaians. You know, it has really affected us. We've really learned a lot from the event, especially people who were there, you know, the industry players, like, you know, creatives and all that. I'm creative myself, so I really love this event, and I pray that as this has put in Ghana on the map, more of such events. All that I'm just appealing is that we should be able to pay our people well, so that they'll be able to do a good job. Because, Charlie, enough of the trouble and issues with people working and they're not paid, being not respected. And you know, creative, when you don't respect their work and you don't pay them well, you won't be able to get the best out of them. So guys, let me know what you think about this video I've shared with you. And if you ever been to the Cape Coast Castle or the dungeons, share your experience with me. Let me know in the comment section. And if you are interested in coming to Ghana, share with me why you want to come to Ghana and what you know about Ghana. My name is Niiayi, aka Ganyobi, the guy who tells stories from Ghana. Until then, I see you on my next episode. Ola Bawo. Peace out.